Welcome to SDH's coverage of the USL Championship and the USL Championship final, which will be this weekend at Al Lang Stadium in Tampa as Orange County SC makes it out of the West and the Tampa Bay Rowdies make it out of the East. Home field advantage turning definitely into that, and we will reinforce that notion here in just a little bit. Before we go forward, we obviously have to go backward and kind of get everybody caught up if you've missed how these two teams got to the last game of the year. First, let's start out west. San Antonio FC with their run, Orange County SC with theirs. Here's your highlights, and it's the abridged version because this game took a while, courtesy of our friends at USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Tonight's match presented by Hogue, Western Conference Final, Orange County, San Antonio. We are underway from Irvine, California. It is Orange County in those orange tops, San Antonio in all white. Coningus able to face up the underlap. Shot coming on and far able to protect his near post.
The best thing about Orange County is its calculated chaos. There's an unpredictability about them that makes it so difficult to understand where the next...
Damas delivers for Orange County, and it's 1-0 in this Western Conference final. Just like that, a little flick off the throw-in.
So it's the long throw off the sideline, but watch all the bodies. How do you let this thing drop?
Ford over the top of Damas. That's the height advantage. Gallegos moves it out wide. Maloney, back post. Epps is there, and Epps scores! Finally for San Antonio! They've started to pick it up, and now they have an equalizer. Game on in this Western Conference final.
To allow the space on the right-hand side to develop. Olsen doesn't step out quick enough. You've got Connor Maloney who can whip it in with the best of them. And then just ask your guy, Marcus Sepp. Just never really matriculated to the senior level. Didn't get a lot of opportunities. And the regular repetitions finally coming. Is this his shot?
It's Epps, and just wide. It was nearly his shot. Went right out of play. Well, headed out. It'll be a throw-in on the far side. And that will conclude regulation for the second straight week for Orange County. We are headed to extra time in this Western Conference final.
2 out of the last 3 have gone his direction, one of which ended up on frame.
Plenty of depth to this service, punched away. It's Damas on the follow, falls into the middle, and Farr makes the save. Still not gone, Jordan Farr again. Still not completely cleared. It's Kiernan out of play. And that will end extra time for the second straight week. Orange County going to penalty kicks. Justin Dillon. And Dillon misses! Orange County on the precipice! Okoli. And Orange County, Western Conference champions! They do it again in a penalty kick shootout!
Next up, the Eastern Conference final, and this one was a game for the ages that had a comeback for the ages, courtesy of one guy in particular who seemed to be the catalyst for the Rowdies, Lucky Mkosana. When you're down 2-0, it doesn't mean anything late at home. Here's your highlights from Lou City and the amazing comeback of the Tampa Bay Rowdies, once again, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus and YouTube.
Last season, this game was played at Lynn Family Stadium. Memorable night. Tonight, it's Tampa Bay's time to shine and host. We're underway here, Eastern Conference Final. Here it comes, and it goes in. Oh, the ball just kept carrying.
And guess what? It was a fake. They faked the in-swinger and did the out-swinger instead, which caught the Leo Fernandez at the back line. He was out of position.
Get this one forward. This is still Piccolo. Oh, that's an own goal. Dos Santos hits. Stays on the ground. Emco Sana shot it. Goal!
The ball is bubbling around. But guess who's there? The most potent super sub there is in the USL Championship. Lucky Mkosana, the man from Zimbabwe.
Comes in curling. Dayon Harris still alive. Fernandez. Is there one final touch to be had? Aaron Guillen. Lasso elevating. Mkosana score! Unbelievable!
It is just a mad scramble, a great ball by Guillen, and lucky Mkosana. No longer you can say Johnny on the spot, lucky on the spot.
Lucky Mkosana to the rescue.
He writes yet another line in the story of a super sub off the bench. Another page for Lucky Mkosana. Can the Rowdies stay onside here? Lewis Hilton.
No chip. Lasso. Lucky! Lucky! Did it cross the line? We play on.
From Tarpon Springs, Florida, comes across and makes a crucial tackle.
Here it comes from White. Score! Steven Dos Santos!
To a lead, Lawrence White with the cross in the 6-yard box. No chance for Sean Tosh. No shot.
With Leo Fernandez. The Samba man attacking. Oh, just wide. Coming to a close here. Hopino, the former Rowdy, gets the cross in. This is set up. Oh, Lauro! Unbelievable save.
And that's it.
The Tampa Bay Rowdies are going to the USL Championship.
Now let's get you squared away for the match on the weekend. Catch up with some of the principals. Let's catch you up first and foremost with the head coach of the home team, the Tampa Bay Rowdies, Neil Collins, discussing Orange County SC and what he expects from the match this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I think every team that starts out the season, their objective is to try and get to the championship and to ultimately lift the trophy. So we've been building towards this for a long time, and I'm just pleased that everyone's hard work, not just the players, but the whole club's hard work for this past 10 months and for the previous 3 years has got this opportunity to host at Al Lions. Fantastic. So we know we've got one more step to go, but it's definitely an exciting week for the club. Orange County, the last 2 or 3 months have been very, very difficult team to beat. They've not conceded many goals. They've won a lot of games, managed to secure that second seed in their division. So we're going to have to be our best. I think the biggest thing is, particularly their threat up top, Ronaldo Damas has been very, very exciting to watch for them. So we're going to have to keep an eye on him. But I think, again, like ourselves, they are a very good team. So by that, I mean that they play together as a team. They don't just rely on one individual. They are very much of a collective, well-coached team. So we'll need to make sure that we stay prepared for all their threats, but particularly just the fact that they're a well-organised unit.
Next up, defender Forrest Lasso, one of the stalwarts of Tampa Bay at the back. And we've gotten the chance to see Forrest's career continue to grow and evolve. First teamer this season, USL Championship. He was asked about that particular honor, but also knowing what's in front of him this weekend.
Yeah, it's extremely humbling. I mean, as a competitor, as an individual, you want to be the best in your position. So to be recognized as that, I'm extremely grateful. But we were kind of talking about it this morning. By no sense am I unappreciative or not thankful for what I've been blessed with, but all the individual awards don't mean too much right now. Our focus is on Sunday. And for those that know me or know my experience, I haven't had the chance to lift that trophy yet. So I'm definitely thankful for what I've been awarded, but our focus is definitely on raising that cup.
Now it's time to catch up with the visitors, Orange County SC. First and foremost, we catch up with the interim head coach who was on the touchline for the run-in for Orange County to make it all the way to the last game of the year. Time to catch up with Richard Chaplow about the weekend and the matchup against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, obviously we're delighted. A lot of hard work and dedication has gone into this across the term of the season to get the job done in front of our fans. To be best of the West is something we're delighted to achieve, and we've now got another challenge in front of us, and one that we're all excited to take together.
Next up on the list, team captain Michael Orozco. And Michael has been one of the veterans and one of the stalwarts at the back for Orange County SC as well. He was asked what it's like being a veteran, being a mentor, and being key to the success of Orange County SC, but at the same time, understanding the task at hand and playing in the last game of the year.
Yes, I think, first of all, we know that there's a lot of development out here in Orange County, and as you guys can see the result with Kobe being on the U20 national team, that's just a stepping stone to what the project or the pathway is, and my role off the pitch, mentoring, guiding him, that he can be the next generation of U.S. soccer. And obviously for myself, it's just pushing every day, trying to go for that championship, trying to lead the team. And it's what's exciting about the sport, that you can take a lot of roles and that pressure, and it's who can actually lead on the 18 or guide them through the way to get like a championship. And that's where we're at today. We're going for this big championship, and everyone's involved, and it's not just me, it's just a little piece to the puzzle.
Tampa Bay hosting Orange County SC. Understandably, Tampa Bay as the top seed at a minus 182 going into the match against Orange County. Your 90-minute draws a plus 280, and in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal, Orange County SC is at a plus 403. Now let's take a peek at what else is going on around the USL Championship. The USL Championship announced their 2021 all-league teams. Tampa Bay has 3 first-team selections. Phoenix, Lou City see 2 players named to the list. The first team, it was in net Evan Loro. Your backline, Paco Craig of the Miami FC, Jonathan Gomez of Lou City, Forrest Lasso of Tampa Bay. 5th consecutive season that Forrest Lasso was voted to the all-league first team. Centerpiece of that 3-man backline, best defense in the league, 153 clearances, 132 aerial duels won, not necessarily a surprise, at a 73.3% success rate, winning 2/3 of his duels, blocking 26 shots. Sean Tosh, also at the back for Lou City. Danny Barrera, first team midfield for Hartford Athletic, along with Jorge Hernandez from Los Dos and Aiden Quinn from Phoenix Rising. Your forwards, 3 up top, talented guys across the board. Haji Berry from Colorado Springs, Sebastian Guenzati from Tampa Bay, Santi Moar from Phoenix Rising. Your all-league second team in net, Matt Van Okel from Birmingham Legion. 9 shutouts, 80 saves, league best minus 8.36 differential in goals conceded over expected goals. Second best defense in the regular season. Your backline, Aaron Guillen of Tampa Bay, James Musa of Phoenix, Mark Segbers of Memphis 901, Josh Yarrow from San Diego Loyal, Jose Gallegos from San Antonio FC in the midfield, along with Conardo Forbes from Pittsburgh Riverhounds and Diego Luna from El Paso Locomotive, Nico Brett from Birmingham, Cameron Lancaster from Lou City, and Kyle Murphy from Memphis 901 are your 3 forwards up top. A couple of signings that came across the wires this week. Daniel Bruce is going to return for New Mexico United next season. Joe Farrell has signed a new contract with Phoenix Rising, and 5 returnees have been announced for El Paso Locomotive coming up next season. Ricardo Zacharias, defender, returns for his 2nd year. Defenders Andrew Fox, Niall Logue, midfielders Chapa Herrera and Dylan Mayers all return after having been under contract for the 2022 campaign. So big news coming out of El Paso as their core continues to return for the 2022 season. And also news on the touchline coming out of Hartford. And it was announced that Harry Watling will return for the 2022 USL Championship season. First season as head coach, led the club to a record 12 wins and 41 points. 8 players called for international competition for Hartford Athletic. A lot of players set season highs in statistical categories. Once again, we mentioned Danny Barrera, 8 goals and 12 assists, both career highs, with the assist number leading the entire USL Championship. Juan Carlos Obregon Jr., 10 goals, or a single season club record as well. Finalists were announced for the 2021 USL Championship Awards, leading performers in 5 categories. Awards will be announced between today, the 26th of November, and Wednesday, December 1st. So here's Goalkeeper of the Year finalists, and that's going to be announced today, Friday the 26th. It comes down to Jeff Caldwell of Hartford Athletic, Evan Laura of Tampa Bay, Matt Van Okel of Birmingham Legion. Your Defender of the Year finalists, that one is also going to be announced on your Friday. Paco Craig, Forrest Lasso, Jonathan Gomez. Coach of the Year finalists, that will be announced on Saturday the 27th. Brendan Burke from Colorado Springs, Neil Collins from Tampa Bay, Mark Lowry from El Paso Locomotive. The Young Player of the Year finalists announced on Tuesday. This is going to be announced Tuesday, November 30th. Jose Gallegos, Jonathan Gomez, Diego Luna, so no surprises there. The MVP award is going to be announced on Wednesday, December 1st. Comes down to a lot of familiar names who did great work for their clubs. Haji Berry, Colorado Springs, Sebastian Guinzotti, and Tampa Santi Moar for Phoenix Rising. So once again, reminder, it is Sunday night the 28th, 8:30 Eastern time at Al Lang Stadium. Tampa Bay hosting Orange County SC. Tampa Bay a decided favorite going in. Orange County's head to work. They've had to go longer than 90 minutes, but they have made it out of the Western Conference to the last game of the year. Once again, follow along on the ESPN family of networks as they get you prepared for the last game of the year in the USL Championship. The announce crew was set aside and everybody was told who was going to be calling this particular match, and it's across a lot of different platforms. So it's a lot of different names here. It's ESPN, ESPN Deportes, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, the English language announce team for the championship final, Mike Watts, Devin Kerr, field level analyst Sarah Gordon, Chicago Red Stars defender who competed for the NWSL Championship the previous Saturday. The audio call from ESPN was also going to be translated and simulcast over to Sirius XM FC 157. Calling the match in Spanish on ESPN Deportes, Jesus Eduardo Acosta, Jose Armando Rodriguez. They bring 30 years of experience announcing football into the U.S. So it's going to be great to hear all of these different voices across the ESPN family of networks, ESPN Deportes, ESPN, Sirius XM Satellite Radio, Sunday night, 8:30 Eastern time. That is the championship rundown for you as we head to the last game of the year. Thanks to all of you who have been listening to our coverage of the USL Championship all season long, whether it's been a Twos review as we followed along with Atlanta United 2 and their matches this season, or just with the USL Championship in general. If you're in Tampa, if you're in the Tampa St. Pete area, if you're anywhere close and can still get a ticket to go to Al Lang, go get a ticket to Al Lang and catch this one. It's the last game of the year. If you're in the area, listen to local providers. If you're not in the area and can't get in, watch on the ESPN family of networks or listen on Sirius XM FC channel 157 so you can get the full experience for the last game of the year for the USL Championship. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us all season long, and we will give you a quick review of the USL Championship next week for our last edition of the SDH on USL Championship. For everybody here at SDH, hopefully you are enjoying your Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy the last game of the season, the USL Championship final on Sunday night. Play it safe, everybody. We'll see you next time.